All right, here today to discuss one of the hottest areas in San Diego and has been for quite some time now, Bay Park. And of course, I had to bring my Bay Park real estate buddy and expert, Max Folkers from RE/MAX. What's up, Max?
In the house.
He's in the house, and you brought Josh Millar today, who's a business owner in the Morena area. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you.
Tell us about your company, AMG.
So AMG, it's a appLIFIED marketing group. Started about 8 years ago. And we specialize in building apps and websites and building marketing strategies for local businesses, small businesses.
Cool. And you're located in the Marina area in Bay Park.
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome. So
yeah,
you
love it.
kind of represent. So this Morena Business Association is who's putting on it's called the Taste of Morena.
Correct.
Right. So we're going to promote that today. That's on May 22nd. So we'll tell you all about the details there, what's going on, what to do, what not to do, which probably there's very little of. Just don't break the law. Okay?
Right.
Let's talk about Bay Park right now because there's a whole lot going on. But what's so great about it for people who don't get it, who don't know, or everybody's stuck on La Jolla or whatever it is?
Right.
What's so great about Bay Park, Max?
Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned La Jolla. We get more buyers coming into Bay Park, and when I talk to my sellers and I talk about, hey, where are we going to target your marketing? We're targeting Point Loma, we're targeting PB, we're targeting La Jolla. I'm working on my speak well. Because the great part about Bay Park is it's easy on and off the freeways, it's super central compared to those other locations. For the price, I mean, you can get a bigger house, you can get views, the schools are great. It's just this hidden gem built in the 50s and 60s and nobody ever left. So now we're starting to finally see that turnover of people who are in their 90s who are downsizing, retiring, passing away. They're finally relinquishing these properties. Younger, newer buyers are moving in, kind of really reinvigorating that area. And that's part of what this Taste of Morena is about, is exposing all these great new restaurants to
there's an
the
incredible
public.
sense of community there. I'm trying to think of the place that I was just at over there recently.
Luce?
Luce. Yeah.
Of course, it's got to be Luce.
It's got to be Luce?
Yeah.
So that place is awesome.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
And they have a really cool setup there and kind of a really cool story about how that started and everything. So it seems like a very community-oriented area. It's a small area.
It is.
It's a small area with a lot of really good things. The views, proximity to the ocean, parks. If you just went across the highway there, you got huge
Mission
parks.
Bay Park, yep.
Tecolote if you don't want to cross the highway.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got options there for just about everything. And schools are always big. Views are always big. Proximity to the ocean always big. It's got to have all those things.
Right. Yeah. It really is. And again, I can't underestimate or overestimate just how important the commute is. I mean, you can get, I zipped up here in less than 20 minutes. You zip downtown in less than 15, get to the airport. And then, one of the big things that's coming is the trolley is getting extended through there. And
Really?
by the end of 2021, we're going to have a couple new trolley stops in Bay Park, and along with that, all sorts of new development.
I was going to say, because there's the rule around the development possibilities with mass transit nearby, that's going to change the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Whether you're for or against development, there is going to be some of it. And, there's a lot of concern about, is that going to change the feel of the neighborhood? Is it going to shift from largely single-family homes to, some additional density? There is a bill, State Senate Bill 50, which allows for increased density along transit corridors. And it's interesting. I mean, again, whether you're for or against, I would encourage everybody to take a look at it. Because it throws out a lot of the old rules regarding parking, height restrictions, and just the ability to pack more people in along transit routes.
Yeah, and the height restriction's a big one, especially in Bay Park, because you've got views there.
It is, yes.
And the view potential for building up and doing things. We just talked to the mortgage geek about 203K loans and different ways to do cash outs and add value to your property by increasing square footage.
Yep.
You can do that a lot of different ways. You can do it two-dimensionally, you can do it three-dimensionally. Yeah. So there's a lot of ways to do that.
That's what we did. Gosh, I remember, 16 years ago now, we walked into the little 1950s bungalow, had been a rental for 30 plus years in Bay Park, and we walked in, big plate glass window looking out over the bay, and we're like, all right, this is where we want to be. This isn't the house we necessarily want, but we'll get there. And yeah, and started with that, and rebuilt, and yeah, absolutely love it.
Lots of opportunities there. So future sounds like there's a lot of new stuff coming to the Bay Park area, which is good.
Yep.
Specifically in the short term, we want to just give a quick shout out to the Morena Business Association.
Yeah.
Right here on my screen, Carrie, is just a quick shout out there. You can download the app, of course, which was created by Josh in the studio
by
today.
Our man right here.
So you can check out what's going on, because there's a lot that's involved here in this Taste of Morena on May 22nd.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different fun opportunities. What is it, $25 a ticket or something like that?
Yeah, $25 a ticket. You can visit 20 local restaurants. We got 4 breweries this year, which is more than we had last year. Bay Park's unique because it's spread out too. So we actually, unlike other tastes where you can just kind of easily walk door to door, part of the experience is also, in the past we had used trolleys to transport people from one end to the next. This year, trying to spice it up and add some new flavor. We actually working with a local business in our community. That's the whole Think Local concept anyway, SD Charter. And we teamed up with them, and we actually added an additional bus. So now instead of 3 trolleys, now we actually, using the buses, we have 4 limo buses. Yeah. So now you can ride in style.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've been on a bachelor party, bachelorette party, wine tasting, you've probably ridden with SG Charter. You just didn't know where they are, but they're in our backyard. And so, kind of upping the game with getting you get parked, grab your ticket, hop on the bus, and it runs all the way from La Grande Terraza up at USD.
Yeah.
Which they've been known in the past for doing their lobster rolls, super famous. Ooh. And then all the way to the north is Dan Diego's.
Yep.
And then, gosh, everywhere in between.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Bay Park. I mean, that's kind of pivoting off of what you guys were talking about earlier. That's how I got into Bay Park. I was looking to buy a condo, and I was looking for a place that had good, it's not like I had a huge budget, so it's a really affordable area. It had great parking, which is something that, not high crazy HOAs if you're looking for a, complex. But what I actually grew to love about Bay Park was that the community, like Max said. And I grew up in Oregon in a small town of like 6,000 people. So part of what I love about it is it feels small town, but it's close to everything. 10-minute drive in any direction will get you pretty much everywhere in San Diego you need to be, from Point Loma to downtown to La Jolla. And then, like you said, once that trolley goes in, I mean, that's a game changer, because now, just opens it wide up, opens it up.
Creates additional opportunities to get downtown, maybe for a Padres game, not have to worry about staying off the sauce, right? You can just dive in.
And parking, $20 worth of parking.
Right, exactly. And so this is the 12th annual Taste of Morena. By the way, so this is not the first rodeo here, right? This is something that's been a community event now for 11 plus years. Yeah. So this is something that I'm sure you've seen the iterations, and how it's changed over the years.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, that was again kind of one of those things when we moved into the neighborhood. Bay Park Fish Company was literally just opening. It was sort of Bocce had been there since the 70s, but no Luce, no Fishco, no High Dive, no God, you name it.
I forgot about the High Dive.
Yeah, all these great places offshore. Dan Diego's, all these amazing places that you sort of take for granted now just weren't there. So it was really fun to see all that develop, and then we moved our office down in kind of in the heart of things. Our old building is now leased out to Benchmark Brewing, which is a new place. They've been open coming up on a year, and that's going to be one of the vendors for Taste of Morena as well. Nice. So it's awesome.
That's super cool. Yeah, I mean, it's great to see the local restaurants doing well in local spots like that, local bars and restaurants, because it really shows you a sense of community. And like Luce, for example, they expanded.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that has grown into a really big place there. And it's always busy.
It is, it is. I think that's something that more and more the bigger restaurants, the bigger chains, not the national chains, but some of the bigger local chains are taking a look at Bay Park and like, all right, listen, there's no parking. The places are overflowing with business. How do we tap into that? And I think that's something that we're just going to continue to see as the trolley comes in and things continue to
as they build
improve.
vertically as well. You
Yeah,
probably
certainly.
see that.
I don't see a lot of overlap too. You notice that with the businesses that are there. You know, you have maybe a couple Italian places. You have like an Irish place. You got like they're all
Pizza place beside.
and we got a ton of breweries there. That's what people don't realize. Like, who doesn't like to drink beer, right?
Right.
I mean, you cut name them. I mean,
Well, I mean, so
Ballast Point,
new,
Coronado.
Ballast Point, Coronado, and then new on the taste, Deft Brewing,
Yeah,
Mo is awesome, and then Benchmark, all of those. Gosh, we're gonna have to organize a little pub crawl.
I was going to say, how much of
We're on our way.
So is this just a food thing, the Taste of Marina, or is there booze involved as
well,
well?
because we have such a, since there are so many breweries involved, or in our community, we're trying to get them involved too, because that definitely has its appeal. And so we're trying to brand it as like, like a taste and thirst, essentially, right? Where, if you like beer, you're going to be able to go try some of the best breweries in San Diego, in our neighborhood.
Certainly.
Right? And it just makes for a really good time. So
Yeah.
Here's a little sample of what that party bus looks like. Dang.
Right?
and that's the thing about the taste is it's a community thing. It's a family thing. Bring your friends and family and just have a good time.
Yeah, that looks like a good time. That's all I can say right there.
Yeah.
That looks like a good time. Sign me up.
Right.
Take my money.
We'll
Get your
we'll
popcorn,
hook you up
get your
for
popcorn
sure.
ready.
I mean, it sounds great. And I think it would be interesting, too, for people who are maybe, and I know this is mostly a locals event. I think it would be cool, too, though, if people were to check it out from outside of the
Well,
area.
and I think that's really what Josh in particular is being tasked with is, sure, this is great for all of us, but it's fun to have more people exploring Bay Park. Certainly, again, we've talked about it a bazillion times on your show. It's still this little secret, but now you start mentioning a Luce or a Fishco. People are like, oh yeah. No, I know them. I've been there. Yeah, what is that area called? Well, hey, guess what? Come check us out.
Yeah, it's hard to, if you don't know like real estate or neighborhoods and stuff, you easily just say, oh, it's over there in PB, or like it's East PB.
Yeah,
or,
exactly. That's always my anchor. Where are you, Bay Park? You get that quizzical look and you say, PB? Like, yeah, across the freeway.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Just east of PB.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but elevated. That's what's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of those houses and those neighborhoods, they're elevated, so you get the views.
Yeah.
Whereas unfortunately, PB is mostly flat.
You're right.
So if you're not 2 blocks from the water, you have no chance of seeing it.
Right.
Plus, traffic's horrendous.
Yeah.
Driving in there, it's going to take you a while to get out.
That's a whole can of worms right there. The traffic. There's no solution for that either.
Right.
It just kind of is what it is now. They're not building new stuff, but maybe they'll go vertical.
Yeah. Hover cars.
Yeah, you got those.
Right.
I just can't wait for the big drones that we'll be able to sit in and fly,
Right,
just like
right.
drone style. Because like already we can fly these drones. I don't know, they might push too much air around, according to Elon Musk anyway.
Yeah.
So jump on the party bus, May 22nd, Taste of Morena. And this is being put on by the Marina Business Association, right?
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is also really cool that because for as small of an area as this is, you guys are really well organized. I mean, you have a business association?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of the communities in San Diego are well organized like that. Like I work with Adams Avenue Business Association.
True.
I built their app and website. I work with them. A lot of these communities are really good at kind of promoting a sense of community by having kinds of events like that. So in the Marina, we're trying to draw more attention to it. Like this is a great happening place, and try to come up with different types of events too, not just the taste of things in the future. But the whole point, like the goal of the business association, just like it is for me, is we're trying to bring the community and the businesses together. And that's kind of why initially we came up with the idea of building an app for it. Kind of using a piece of modern technology to have a hub of communication that anyone can download and access and find out what's going on whether it's events or if we get coupons from local businesses, or we can re-engage with push notifications so we can let them know about things happening, like when we have the rock and roll marathon that comes kind of through there, you know, and with all the development, just kind of keeping people involved in of what's happening.
So is it, if I go into the App Store, am I looking for Think Local? Am I looking for?
Yeah, that's a great question. So you could just type in Marina District or Marina Business Association, and actually it'll just pop right up as one of the first apps in there.
Very nice. Okay. And so is this kind of the logo that we would be looking at, the Think Local?
Yeah. So the Think Local was a campaign concept that we came up with, because I mean that is the whole idea of your community is trying to, you know, there's a lot of places you can go visit to get things, but I think what's cool and like what Max was saying is like, and what I love about Marina is like you can find anything you need in that community, and a lot of them are hidden gems. You know, like we have a lot of home furnishing businesses there. We have a Christmas store, the #1 Christmas store probably in San Diego or Southern California. Maybe it's massive.
Maybe in the world,
right?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
You know,
Christmas lights.
Yeah, you just, and so, you know, my thought was like, man, like I wish I could share that with more people. As I've discovered things, trying to go find things or talk to businesses, and you're like, man, I didn't know that was there. I'm like, come check it out. You know, I'm always telling my friends, hey, we should come. Let's go here, or, you know.
Right.
Well, there's a lot there, no doubt about it, and most of it is kind of, you know, very localized because people just don't know about this area yet.
Sure.
And so it's great that we have the platform here to let people know about what's possible, what's going on, and specifically the Taste of Morena, which is going to be on May 22nd. A couple shout outs here in the comments as we are live on Facebook right now. Virginia says, excited about the event, and I am bringing a group from all around San Diego.
All right.
Boom, shakalaka, Virginia.
Shout out to Reusable Finds, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a hidden gem to check out.
Yeah, that's a need. If you're looking for antiques, just creative design ideas, yeah, she's got a great space over there by Def Brewing. So if you find yourself over there,
brilliant. Yeah, what a community.
Have a couple beers and go shopping. That's always good.
And so May 22nd is, I'm trying to go off the top of my head here. That's
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay. So
Wednesday, 5 to 9, right?
Yeah, 5 to 9.
5 to 9 on Wednesday, May 22nd.
Yeah, and then, you know, certainly probably the easiest for most folks is grab your tickets online, download the app. We've got Jerome's is selling tickets. Our office at 4114 Napier, the Remax Pacific office is selling tickets.
And you can get them online as well.
Oh, and Marina Storage is selling tickets.
Marina Storage.
Yeah.
So we'll post the link in the video. It'll be on the Learn More link, and it'll also be there at the top of the comments in case you want to purchase tickets to the Taste of Marina on May 22nd. Guys, thank you so much for coming in today. It's great to see you, Max, my friend. Josh, nice to meet you. Thanks for everything that you do for the Marina Business Association and the community of Bay Park. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And share this video so that your friends can come out and check out the Taste of Marina on May 22nd. I will see you there.
Nice.